Yeah, g'day, Bush Camping Tools here. Well, I've got with me a new release from Miguel Nieto in Spain, their SG2 Security. This is a full flat grind knife with drop point design. This model here is in their Vanadio 1.4116, which is basically German stainless steel. It's a common cutlery steel. Now, the features of this knife, I think, other than, this great flat grind, blade here is in the handle. The handle is their proprietary Katex material, which is a bit like micarta, except they've milled into this Katex this great pattern, so it's really, really grippy on there. And the top surface here is flat along the spine, the tang there rather, and the bottom surface here too is flat, and that gives a really good grip to this knife. And you've got this bulge here too in the Katex here, and that, your thumb is not going to slip forward like that. You've got a good grip here, and there's a good bit of guard here, so you're not going to move forward on that. And you've got the classic thumb jimping here, some very nice thumb jimping. It looks aggressive, but it's not. It's quite comfortable. Rounded surfaces slightly there, and it's a rounded spine profile here too. Quite nice. You can put your hand on that to force, the knife blade through into things that are really quite stubborn, and you're not going to damage your hand. I like the form of the rounded spine on this knife here, and they also feature it on the Shaman as well too. But yeah, on the SG2, it's quite nice that feature, having it on there. And also, you're not going to, when you're batoning, if you have to baton some wood, it won't destroy the baton. Not that that's my primarily concern if I have to do that. It's a good 5mm thick across there, tapering to the tip there. It came razor sharp out of the box, and the butt end here too is rounded, so that's good on the hand. It's not going to dig into your hand, but it's a very, very good grip, and I think that this would be quite grippy in the wet too, for use there. So yeah, there you go, Miguel Nieto's SG2 Security. Let's have a closer look at it in action. Right, okay, just going to use it here to take off some of this birch bark, which we'll use to start a fire. Okay, and on here too, let's get some of this off. It came pretty sharp out of the box, this knife, which is pretty good. Now the butt end is rounded, so I've got my palm on that now. It's not hurting using that, which is good. That's what you want. No problems here with that. So it's a great little knife for camping, and you can easily, prepare a fire with it, no problems. Yeah, so cutting up food with it is not an issue either. Saw me cut up earlier on some onions. The SG2, as I've already shown you, features a full flat grind, and it's very, very nice to cut with. Problems there with that. And this steel is what they're calling Vanadio, which is actually there you go, you might be able to see it there. It's DIN 1.4116, German cutlery steel. It's pretty common. Lots of people slag it, but the thing is, if it's heat treated right, it gives a good edge. The Rockwell on this knife is, according to Nieto, is 54 to 55. What doesn't sound particularly hard to begin with is more than enough for what the sort of things you're going to encounter in the whales. That's, you know, preparing your food, skinning, gutting, fishing, cutting up meat, and of course the fish, if you want to cut up the fish. And it will retain an edge fairly well, and plus the fact it's really easy to field sharpen. That's more important, you know, because if you can't field sharpen your knife, well, it's a bit of a waste of time. You know, if you've got something so hard that it takes you, you know, an hour or more to sharpen your knife, then that is really a waste of time. I've got a mango, no problems. Now, a dull knife is not going to cut through a mango skin. Forget paper and all that. Let's look at some reality. I'm just going to clean off this, you know, cooktop. I was using chopping board out here. Just the slugs have been all over it, so just going to give the surface a bit of a, you know, bit of a quick clean there. You can see that. Just quickly carve off all that, just so I've got a nice clean surface. It's doing a good job there too. Now see how well the blade's going to stand up and directly dragging it across its surface, which is a good way to blunt the blade if it's not going to, you know, if it hasn't got the hardness there. Let's have a look at that. Still nail biting sharp on there, and this is at 54 to 55 HRC, they say. Carve that out of there a bit, just for the heck of it. Let's see how that holds up. Nail biting sharp. Now we're going to cut up some meat on this. Let's just put that over there for a second. Move a few things here and get a bit of meat. Cut that up on here. No problems with that. Look at that. That's really nice. That's just cutting that up very, very nicely there, like that. No problems. Very, very nice. And again, I'm just going to do a straight blade scrape sideways on this to clean up this skewer I've been using here. It's a good test of, you know, whoops, there you go, there's my skewer. Broken. No problems there with that, no problems at all. Okay. Alright. Whoops. Bit of dirt never hurt anybody. There we go, ready to cook that. Okay. Just rev that up a bit. Pot holder. Right, so now while that's cooking there in the background, I want to talk about the scabbard. The scabbard's really very, very nice. What can I say? Total quality stitching on this leather scabbard. You got a bit of US made paracord they include here. It comes with a fire steel on there. Okay, so you've got this fire steel. They've just put this bit of elastic on there. It's a good way to retain that. You've got a fire steel there that comes with it with the striker as well. The thing about this sheath is, and let me just show you, the knife's a bit dirty here. Let me wipe it up because I don't want to put it into the scabbard completely dirty. Okay, so I'll just put it in here and show you. Oops. One retention strap across there like that, very, very nice. But the thing about this scabbard is you can carry it horizontally. So this enables your belt to go through these two belt loops here like this, and you can have horizontal carry. And this is the same as the Chaman in that respect, that you can take this off in a hurry if you have to. This is a quick release on there, and that just comes off like that. So you can leave this part on your belt and take the scabbard off there. But of course you've also got traditional carry on here like this as well too. So that's traditionally put on there like that through your belt, and that's quite nice. But yeah, very, 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 very well made scabbard. Can't fault it. Okay, so again, if you don't want this on there, you can take it off. Just leave it on there for the minute because I just had it on my belt. But yeah, there you go. One strap release here like that, and out with the knife. Very, very nice. Okay, better get on to cooking this food. Okay, there you go. Miguel Nieto's SG2 Security. Yeah, what can I say about it? I really like it. I think it's a great little camp knife. Very, very, very useful, comfortable, compact, solid, strong feel about it. Thanks for watching. Wish Camping Tools here. Let's check this meat out, because I reckon that's done. Look at that. Look at that. That looks pretty good. Looks pretty good to me. Let's have a taste. Looks damn good. Oh, it's really delicious. Very delicious.